Is governance, risk, and compliance. Governance is kind of a vague. It seems to be related more to how much integrity does this company have, rather than what you must mean it to understand it to mean.
Sure.
So tell me what governance means in the context of what you guys do.
Yeah. So I think when you look at IT GRC, the governance, risk, compliance, within the last few years, we've been focused, particularly here in the U.S., on the C part, the compliance part. What's the minimum thing I need to do to comply with a regulatory requirement? As we've evolved beyond that, we recognize that sometimes you can be compliant, but there's still things at risk. And so that risk assessment has really started to evolve with people understanding what that risk is. But the whole point of that is to identify the risk, what's been implemented, and to make sure there's a governance process where people are assigning the right folks, that they have the right resources assigned, and if not, that decision is being made at the right level. And so again, as IT security starts coming up to that board level, if the board decides not to have a full-time CI, Chief Information Security Officer, if they decide not to upgrade their systems from Windows 2003 to 2008 because they don't want to spend the money, that's fine. That needs to be tied to the risk, and then that needs to make sure that it's a governance decision. And most of the times when we work with folks, they're just not aware of what those risks are, and the boards and the executive management, their eyes are really opened up with what their requirements are. Or on the flip side, what they call it FUD in the industry, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, which is they've heard people talking about how the world is going to end and how things are so horrible, and they've been slowing down their business because they're so afraid of that. And I think the flip side of that is people are finding a way to make the business work despite some of the security and privacy challenges. And again, the goal is between the privacy and security and availability to find that mix. And the more conservative folks will be more conservative for the security side. Some folks will be more open to kind of share that sort of data, and it really is up to every sort of kind of business to decide what they want to do.